My name is Logan, and I'm about to suffer 3 consecutive mental breakdowns, and maybe a migraine as well. Back in my day, farming was a lot different than it is now. I'm talking about when the best setup was an elephant pet and a unique tool. This was back when everyone was forced to build massive farms on their private island, and the gameplay was, well, boring. But oh, not anymore. Welcome to the garden, where now instead of farming for yourself, you farm for other people instead. Even on release, the garden took everything that we knew about farming and messed it all up. It screwed it all up. You wrecked it, Philip. You hear me? You wrecked it. Nowadays, the best setup is... I don't even know anymore. I suppose it made making these farms a lot easier. I mean, I didn't even make these. I just clicked a couple buttons and they just appeared. Gameplay hasn't changed though. Yep, still boring. But I would be lying if I said that farming didn't have its benefits. I mean, if it didn't, no one would do it. For starters, it makes a lot of money. It requires less attention than my wife. And because I'm on an Iron Man profile, it doesn't really matter if I want to do it. If it's available and it gives Skyblock XP, you best know I'm gonna do it. However, like all good stories, there's a problem at hand. And now there's no longer a problem at hand. But there's another problem. All of these farms that you're seeing here are the default farms, which doesn't inherently mean it's bad, but I mean, look at this. Look at all this wasted space. These farms suck. Like, I have to line myself up perfectly to hit this side of the cocoa beans, but not these ones, because then I'll hit the ones that are regrowing. And then once I barrel down here like Lightning McQueen, I have to change my camera view, turn around, press all different buttons, and then go again. It's just not ideal. For a method that's supposed to be pretty hands-off, I have to put my hands on this one pretty harshly. And I'll tell you, I've got better places to put my hands. But check this out. Look at that. I have free will. On top of pasting already presetted farms made by the admins, you can also make your own farms. And obviously, since the Hypixel farms suck, this is pretty easy to tell that it's the preferred way to go about it. Oh no. Can't be. Problem 2. This is stupid. This is dumb. These farms look like a complete pain in the ass to build. Like, what? Doors, cobblestone walls, what? Mini cactus? It's the little baby man. It's the little baby man. Yeah, looking at this makes me want to put a gun in my mouth. Oh my god. Huge big thank you and shout out to this guy, Grooveman Dan. He made these farms right here, and I'm probably gonna build the same ones as well. I went in the Iron Man Sweats Discord server and asked around for some farm designs. Yeah, I had to resort to a Discord server that's not even my own, because my viewers are either broke or stupid. Sometimes, if they're really unlucky, they'll be both. Except for you, and you specifically. I don't think you're stupid. Please subscribe. Speaking of that, you should join it. Presidential candidate Donald Trump is in it, so if you want to drop by and say hi, give your piece, feel free to do that, I guess. At this point, I'm running out of ways to convince you, but you should do it before I have to resort to threats instead. One last thing before I start, this is not really a guide, so I'm sorry if you were here for that. But if you want to try and use it as a guide, I won't stop you. It'll be pretty good for watch time. Yeah. Have fun. First thing I did before anything was take a bunch of compost, smush it into a little ball, and then gave it to my computer to magically unlock some more land. Now this is important because the design I'm going to use requires 10 plots of land and like 2 straight lines. And since I very recently fired my gardener, I have to clean up the plot myself. That's alright though, there's a pretty clear language barrier between us anyways. But man, every time I do this I feel like I'm clearing out the Amazon rainforest. There is so much here. If I didn't have a booster cookie, I think I'd be dead on the floor by now from a stroke or something. So I've got this video pulled up here on the side by the same guy, Grooveman Dan, so I can actually know what I'm doing. But the problem I've got here is that he's got an entire plot cleared out, down to the bedrock. That's something I don't really have, and if you actually think I'm going to sit here and dig out a plot like this manually for hours and hours, you're insane. Luckily, I've made an old friend in the hub who can hit me up with some explosives. Goes by the name Ted K, also known as the Unibomb. Does this even still work? I guess I should have tested this. Oh yeah, it works. The fact that there's still some blocks here left to clean up is pretty disappointing, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. I'm sure even Ted Kaczynski couldn't hit his targets very well every time. Okay, I think that's it. Now that I've cleared out the plot and made it emptier than my soul, we can finally start building. Yay.
Get right into it.
Alright, so Dan, what do you got?
Is going to require 2 5x1 plots.
I have that.
The only thing is they do have to be connected.
Oh. Nah, it should be alright. I mean, these ones aren't necessarily touching, but it should be fine, right? Okay, so I start right here, and I skip 3. Is that what he said? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Wait, no, I skipped 4. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Dude, why is this so hard already? How many am I making? 16? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm halfway now. 13, 14, 15, 16. 17. 17? Wait, what? Yep, okay. 1 too many. That's fine. Look at that. I did it.
Place 2 TNT right next to the edge ones.
Edge? I'm doing what? So he's using TNT for this in the tutorial, but I have a feeling he's only using it for scaffolding. And as long as I got a shovel on me, dirt should work just as well. Unless he plans to, I don't know, blow up his farm. Maybe I should have just stuck with the TNT. This is kind of annoying, actually. So that... and then like that. Man, screw that. I'm just gonna go buy some TNT. Haters will say it's sped up. So I think these 2 layouts are going to be for pumpkins and melons, if I remember correctly. And now he wants me to make ones for cactus. So I've run into my first problem already. Mr. Dan here says I need to have 22 rows of sand. I don't have enough room for 22 rows of sand because I'm an idiot and did my plots wrong. So, this has got to go on the other one. How am I going to do that? I just realized I forgot to save this super flat as a preset. Now I gotta get rid of all of this now? Dude, like, I gotta get more TNT. I'm on any day now. Last time I checked, you only needed 2 rows of plots to build a farm. Yeah, I didn't know you need them right next to each other. That costs like 3 times as much compost. Stuck here on doing mistakes that aren't even supposed to, like, be my own. I hate you, Dan. Alright. Hello? These should be close enough to set each other off, no? Really? I have to... What? You don't like light each other up or anything? Is that not a thing you guys do? Oh my god, I gotta dig it out by hand. God, dude, I just started, and this is already like making me want to kill myself. All because some admin had the bright idea to make TNT not react to one another on a pasted plot. Game changing right there, yeah. Alright, there we go, all gone. This is so incredibly scuffed. Oh dear. So now I've got to build out TNT to the end of the plot, and I hope when he says to the end of the plot, he means my kind of plot and not his kind of plot that's like too thick, if that makes sense. Okay, this should be big enough for any farm. I can't count. I can't count with, what is it, 5?
With 5 rows of...
Yep, thank you, Dan. It's quite stressful knowing that I'm doing this from off the top of my head, not really paying attention to his guide. These should be right next to each other, but they're not. So how I'm coping with it is I'm just not thinking about it, and I'm thinking that it's just gonna be a problem for future me. I like this part of the farm because it's the easiest. So far, I'll be honest, suffering has been kept to a minimum. Other than having to dig out that whole plot, it really has not been that bad. I mean, I got Lady Gaga in my ear right now, I'm building plots, got Groove Man Dan by my side, figuratively of course. Life's good, I'll be honest, life's good. He's making me build something past the wall. Dan, I don't have that plot unlocked. Fine. I'll build the same wall over here, and I'm gonna cross my fingers and pray that this little area is enough for your... What is this? Yeah, your mushroom farm. Yeah, okay. Okay, Dan, what am I doing? I'm sure I speak for every Iron Man when I say this. The builder NPC is just a virtue. Oh, on all of them? Dan, I don't have enough TNT. You're gonna make me buy some more? I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna take a loan out of my 401k for this. This is starting to look like a farm. All right, let's do a farm recap. What farms do we have the layout for so far? 1, 2 for melon and pumpkin. 3, 4, 5, 6 for these 4. 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, hold on. 10. Did I do it? Wait, did I fit every single farm on... No way. I fit them all! And guess what, Dan? They're not even connected. That's right. You, Dan, I did it. And I made it here with no mistakes. Well, pretty much no mistakes. So Dan has decided to bend me over and punish me like a real bad boy. And by that I mean he's making me place a couple trapdoors. Is what I would say, except he wants them on every single, well, hold on. He wants them on every single melon and pumpkin row in this pattern right here, all the way down. I can't put them in my builder's ruler because why would I? Why would I be able to? So this is my life now for the next probably 20-30 minutes. When I sleep at night, I have dreams about trapdoors. This is my only purpose in life. Everything else is out the window. Opportunities, gone. Just trapdoors. All I know how to do is place wood trapdoors and fall. When I'm not placing trapdoors, I'm either talking about trapdoors, or again, dreaming of trapdoors. What kind of cruel purgatory are you putting me through, Dan? I'm more of a jittering guy, I don't know. Butterfly clicking just seems kind of weird to me. My forearm feels like I just put it in a blender. How am I gonna do all this? This is the greatest workout of all time. Alright, after losing pretty much all of the fingers on my right hand, I think all of the trapdoors are done. Okay. Great. Alright, Big D, what's next? Oh, it's time for the satisfying stuff now, ready? The Prisma Pump. When you use pumps water in the direction the player is facing. I'm a big fan of pump in liquid. And then I'm guessing it's gonna go all the way across and stop right at the TNT. Perfect. What the hell? Why'd you stop? What? Skyblock devs can't code something right for the life of them, I guess.
Flowing, it should look just like this.
Yes, Dan, mine looks like that. Alright, so it looks like that these are gonna be done for now. I can finally move on to working on something else.
Basically just put trap doors across all of the rows.
Oh my, I gotta do more trapdoors, dude. I just finished with the other ones. Hey, I feel like I've been here before. There once was a ship that was put to sea. The name of the ship was... I'm about to just install an auto-clicker. I'm sick of this shit. Everything in Skyblock is monotonous. Even building. You gotta give it to him. It really takes skill to make everything, and I mean everything, a chore. Okay, every single fence gate should be done.
This time we are going to be placing wooden trapdoors.
Trapdoor this, trapdoor that, trapdoor oh my god, no, enjoying myself. This is the career path I chose outside of a normal job. But no, when you're standing on a solid block that's not a trapdoor, you can't place the trapdoors right here, which is where he wants you to place them. So I've come up with a solution to that. You set your speed to 118 instead of 116. You go as far as you can, angle your camera just so it's reaching the block, kind of like so, about right there. See how it's just highlighted? You just hold S and right click and it'll be just fine. This better have been the last few trapdoors I place ever, or else I'm gonna have to have a word with you, Dan. A not so kind word with you. You have got to be kidding me. Very cute. Very cute. This was made by Nade Shika with a 1 and 0, if anyone's curious.
The last needed before we can start pasting plots.
Oh boy.
The cactus farm is by far the weirdest farm.
The other ones weren't weird enough?
Now we're gonna need more wooden trapdoors.
Again? 5, 6, 7, 8... This is gonna be a horrible guide for anyone watching this. I'm explaining absolutely nothing. I don't mind this pattern of trapdoors. This one's fine for me. It's just when I gotta place 1,000 of them down, makes me want to Hannah Baker myself more than anything. He was right about this one being weird though. Like, wow, who thinks of this? Who actually sits down and thinks of these farms? Alright, God knows I'm not gonna go through all these and figure out if I did it all right, so we're gonna call it done here. Alright, apparently we were putting dirt on our cactus farm, because nothing makes sense in this world.
But basically what we're gonna do now is I need to get more trapdoors.
Because of course you do! Like, how am I supposed to make this interesting? I'm just doing the same thing over and over. Wait, that's just Skyblock. I've learned to just stop asking questions. Oh, this is about to be so satisfying. Oh my frames. Holy lag. Oh, see, this is what I live for. This is what I live for. They can code this perfectly fine, but not the Prisma Pump. Absolutely not. That's gotta stop halfway. The amount of dopamine I'm getting right now, I can't even describe. I don't know if this is my computer or if it's Hypixel that's making me lag this bad, but wow, my frames just plummet whenever I do this. Alright, so last time I did this, you weren't supposed to plant the stuff until everything's pasted, but Grooveman Dan, lo and behold, is doing it before he's pasting each of the plots. So I'm trusting you, Dan. Don't let me down. I would love to record this part, but you'd be watching a Google slideshow if I did. Oh my god, Dan was right, they do paste crops now. Thank you, Dan, finally, you've done something good for me. Alright, remember when I said that the cactus farm was whack? Nah. This is whack! So I take walls and throw doors on the... How do I even use this?
Next up, we have to place a row of trapdoors right along this dirt block here, so that
God, I
if you
thought
were
it was
using
over. I
trapdoors,
actually thought it was over. Of course he makes me do this after I paste the plot, so it takes 6 times as long. Oh, there we go.
And now what we have to do again is trapdoors on this row.
I'm like a machine. I'm an animal. I don't even want to talk about how long this trapdoor stuff has taken me. It should be criminal. I mean, it really should be. This is the newest form of government torture. I know I've spent most of this video ripping Dan a whole new one, but I really couldn't do any of this without him. Me being the pea-brain idiot I am, I couldn't figure out how to build these farms for the life of me without him. But for the love of God, Dan, please take an English class. You did a horrible job explaining how this mushroom farm is built. I know I'm not supposed to ask questions, but come on. Dan, please get off of Skyblock and get a job at NASA or something. You could be doing something truly great with your architect skills, but no, you're making farms for weebs like me in Skyblock. Yeah, anyone else a fan of this process? Turning pumpkins into seeds? Don't know why they just can't take pumpkins in the sack, but this is fun. Woo! Having a blast. Yep, this is engaging gameplay. And rinse and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. How's the slideshow? Wait, I think that's it. I'm done. I think I'm done. Oh my god. I started this at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is now midnight. So if you want to build yourself this same farm, you better put aside a couple hours. There we have it, the entire Super Farm 6.0 Ultra Deluxe Pest Proof, whatever else it has, it's complete. Now I can record one of those farming from nothing to a Hyperion series and get 1,000,000 billion views. Or maybe now I can gather the motivation to convince a visitor to give me an overgrown grass and throw together a video about that. Yeah, right, whoever has a higher chance of dropping a phoenix pet than that happening. Like, really? Maxed out bestiary and still no phoenix pet dropped? I can't even call that an L anymore. Never go to Vegas. Subscribe, like, and comment something for the algorithm, or I will slam trap doors outside your house at midnight so you'll never sleep again.